This is what solidarity looks like. After 51 days of arbitrary imprisonment, our colleagues John Greyson and Tarek Loubani are free. We want to thank everyone. Yes, we want to thank everyone who supported this struggle. RTA, Ryerson Students Union, Ryerson Faculty Association, and of course, Winnie Ng, activist extraordinaire, and Sheldon Levy, who will be speaking in a few minutes, and who was one of the first university presidents to write a letter. People really came together on this, and it makes me think that Ryerson can be known for its activist work in this city. It's not often that we get to cancel a protest. When does that ever happen? We'd like to think that it was the threat of a die-in that made the Egyptian authorities move on this. Our solidarity work continues from Egypt, where hundreds of innocent people and journalists continue to be imprisoned. Many more have been killed. Our comrades in Moscow, Pussy Riot, still behind bars. Even in Edmonton, even here in Canada, where Omar Khadr remains in solitary confinement. Our social justice work has just begun. But for now, we get to celebrate. And here to update us, we're very happy to welcome writer and activist and sister of John Greyson, Cecilia Greyson.
Thank you so much for being here today. It's really an incredible experience to be at a rally where we are celebrating instead of protesting. What an incredible experience. So we are celebrating the release of John and Tarek from Egyptian prison. They have been released without conditions, which is an incredible feat. They are safely in Cairo with consular staff, and we are awaiting their exit from Egypt as soon as possible. We're hoping to get them back in Canada as soon as we can. We're very excited to see them back here in Canada. So thank you so much for all your support over the last 50 plus days. All your support has been incredible. And certainly, all the people who have signed petitions, written letters, called embassies, all of the support that you have all been participating in for the last 50 plus days, I think made a huge impact and raised the level of their case significantly and put pressure on the Egyptian officials. So thank you so much. And keep up the social justice work, because John and Tarek's case may be coming to a happy conclusion, but there are many cases still out there. So keep up the solidarity, and thank you so much for having us here today. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Lila Pine. I'm a faculty member here at Ryerson University. I'm one of the few and growing Aboriginal faculty members here. I want to say Chimagwich to Joanne Dallaire for her prayers earlier and for our sisters for singing. I also want to say that I'm a personal friend of John Greyson, and 52 days ago when I sat down to respond to a Facebook conversation that was for some reason taking place on my Facebook page between my daughter and a friend of hers about Orange is the New Black, I received a post from Judy Rebick saying that John Greyson and Tarek Loubani were in prison. And so I immediately went into activist activity. John, I met 26 years ago when we lived together at Beaver Hall, an artist co-op. He was my babysitter. I was a single mother at the time, and he would take care of my baby at that time, so I could go out and do stuff. I got on the phone with the ambassador and wrote letters to ask people to get on the phone with the ambassador and John Baird and the Prime Minister and so forth. And the solidarity for John and Tarek has been absolutely incredible right across the world. And when I think about the idea of what does solidarity look like, that's what solidarity looks like. And what does an activist look like? Well, an activist looks like all of the people here, including Sheldon Levy, who wrote a beautiful letter in support of John and Tarek, and who will come and speak to us now.
Am I on? First of all, I want to thank everyone for being here and having their voices heard. I was going to say very much the same, that it is great to be here celebrating something rather than protesting this. But very much like our colleague said, if it isn't Tarek and John, there are others, and it's so important for our voices to be heard. We never know if we make a difference, but one thing we know is saying nothing will never make a difference. So I want to thank everyone for being here, being active, and taking all of these issues as the issues that make the world a better place. And I want to thank everyone for making Ryerson part of making the world a better place. Thank you all very, very much for being here.